recently have been diagnosed with a very rare neurological disorder called stiff person syndrome.
Celine Dion is one of the best-selling and beloved recording artists of all time. Sadly, we've received some very bad news with regard to her health that calls into question whether she'll be able to perform live ever again. Join us as we take a moment to check in with Celine Dion to see what she's been diagnosed with and how this development will impact her professional career. A pattern of excellence. The Canadian-born singer got her start as a teen star with the release of a series of French-language pop albums in the early 80s. She first gained international attention after winning the 1982 Yamaha World Popular Song Festival and the '88 Eurovision Song Contest. When she learned English, she signed a multi-album deal with Epic Records in the US. She put out her first English-language album, Unison, in 1990 and established herself as a major pop star in North America and other English-speaking regions of the world. Throughout the 90s, she achieved worldwide fame after putting out several best-selling albums of all time, including Falling Into You and Let's Talk About Love. Both albums were certified diamond in the US and sold more than 30 million albums worldwide. With those releases, she scored a number of international #1 hits, including Think Twice, My Heart Will Go On, The Power of Love, and I'm Your Angel. She continued to release albums in English and French. In the 2000s, she garnered a reputation for being a successful live performer with her Las Vegas residency show that ran from 2003 to 2007. It remains the highest-grossing concert residency in musical history, and up until her recent health revelation, she was planning to make a return to Vegas. She followed that leg of her career up with her Taking Chances World Tour in 2008, which ended up being one of the highest-grossing music tours of all time. Her record sales have exceeded 200 million worldwide, and she's won 5 Grammy Awards, including Record of the Year and Album of the Year. Past health concerns. Although Celine has always been blessed with a slim figure, ever since her husband's death in 2016, her fans have grown concerned over her increasingly narrow frame. On January 14, 2016, her husband of 22 years, Canadian musical producer, manager, and singer René Angeli, died of throat cancer at age 73. If that wasn't heartbreaking enough, 3 days after his death, Dion's brother Daniel also died of cancer at age 59. Since these back-to-back deaths, she hasn't revealed just how much weight she's lost. However, she said at one point she was feeling strong and feminine after making several significant lifestyle changes. She's insisted in the past that genetics have played a large role in her physical appearance. In 2019, she acknowledged that her fans were concerned about her health, but she continued to insist everything was fine. She later suggested the reason for her weight loss had to do with her newfound love for ballet. She claimed to do it at least 4 times a week. She has repeatedly denied that she has any issues with eating. Still, some of her fans have been less than convinced. And while we don't know why she's lost so much weight in recent years, we do know that she's been dealing with several life-changing health issues that have forced her to make changes to her touring and recording schedule. In 2000, she had 2 small operations at a fertility clinic after she was having trouble conceiving. She went on to have 3 children, including a set of fraternal twin boys, born in 2010. In 2018, Dion's management team announced the singer had been dealing with hearing problems for the previous year and a half, caused by a disorder called patulous eustachian tube. She went on to have a minimally invasive surgical procedure to correct this issue. Her latest health revelation. In October 2021, Celine dropped out of the spotlight after revealing she was suffering from a debilitating health condition. She canceled her Las Vegas residency and postponed her North American and European tour dates due to this undisclosed condition. At the time, she revealed she was suffering from persistent and severe muscle spasms, which had forced her to put her career on the back burner. Several weeks after revealing she was suffering from this condition, her sister Claudette spoke to the French entertainment magazine Voici and said that while what her sister was going through was sad, it wasn't serious. Though Claudette did her best to downplay what she was going through, a year later, Dion came out and revealed the full extent of it. After postponing and canceling several dates of her Courage World Tour once again, she revealed in early December 2022 that she'd been diagnosed with a rare progressive neurological condition known as stiff person syndrome. She made an announcement on a video she posted on Instagram. She said that while she's always tried to be an open book, she wasn't quite ready to previously reveal the full scope of what she was going through. But now that she's had a year to let things sink in, she's finally prepared to open up about her diagnosis. She noted it's something that only affects 1 in a million people. She said that while she's still learning about this rare condition, she and her doctors now know for sure that this is what's been causing her spasms. And while she didn't say so explicitly, it could be reasonably inferred that it may have been contributing to her dramatic weight loss. She has said that unfortunately, the spasms have affected every aspect of her daily life. At times, the condition has made it difficult for her to walk and use her vocal cords to sing. She initially said she wouldn't be ready to restart her tour in Europe until at least 2023. But though she's still dedicated to getting back up on stage, stiff person syndrome tends to be a progressive ailment with no known cure. Still, she insists she and her team of doctors and sports medicine therapists are working hard to get her strength built back up and to help her regain her ability to perform. She also says her children have been nothing but supportive of her as she's been going through these difficult times. Her Courage World Tour was initially announced in April of 2019, but her muscle spasms forced her to cancel many of the tour's early dates. During COVID-19, she was forced to postpone the remainder of the dates. At the time, she managed to complete 52 dates of her North American tour and was looking forward to finishing up. But since then, she has delayed her Vegas residency and canceled the remainder of the North American leg of her world tour. Now it's time to hear from you. Did you know that Celine Dion was diagnosed with a rare, debilitating neurological condition and that she's been forced to cancel and postpone her Courage World Tour? Let us know in the comments section below.